Good morning, everybody. Friday again, the weekend. It's Black Friday in the UK, which means that a lot of stuff is in the sale. And in fact, it's probably Black Friday on Amazon as well, I don't know. So that means that people are going to be dashing to the sales and buying a lot of stuff that they don't need, probably, and cluttering the houses up with this stuff. I know that I've got rid of so much and still have bag loads to get rid of, so I'm not going to be purchasing anything whatsoever. Today also, sadly, is the day that the nursing home manager leaves, the nursing home where Alfie lives. And I have to admit, whenever we've had any problems, she's always been on the ball and very helpful to us and very caring. She's been there for 25 years. She's moving to another nursing home and the head nurse has already gone. There seems to be a revamping. Somebody did mention to me that they want to run the place as a little more like a business. I don't see really how that's going to be possible. It's a Methodist nursing home and it's continuing healthcare, so I'm not sure where the business comes into it. And I've always thought as well that the term professional care is like an oxymoron. Professional for-profit care. So what comes first, the for-profit or the care of the residents? I certainly won't allow Alfie's care to be compromised in any way, shape or form. And I'm there often enough to prevent it. Twice in the last week I've gone in and stripped his bed off because it wasn't made properly and remade it. And showed them the standards that I expect to be adhered to. And not just for Alfie. It needs to be across the board. So that was one of my concerns at the moment. I was talking to some people a couple of days ago and they were talking about the church they were married in 50 odd years ago and telling me that this church has now been knocked down and on the site of the old church a mosque has been built. You know, this outrages me. It's so disrespectful. In Middle Eastern countries, you're not allowed to wear a sign of Christianity around your neck. It would be ripped off and you would be thrown into jail. Yeah, I do know that because I've actually had to receive the passports of Filipinos who actually entered Riyadh with Bibles in their suitcases. But now it's allowed, is it, that churches are being knocked down and mosques are being built on the site of the churches? It's not right. It's not right. I know the church where I was baptised, which just coincidentally is St Anne's Church in Bradford Street in the centre of Birmingham. That is still there, very old church. And all of my children were baptised, but of course they've chosen, as they've gotten older, which path they're going to go. And largely it's the same beliefs as me, in an afterlife, but not, as you grow up, not adhering to any man-made religion. But baptism I have no problem with in any way, shape or form of religion, because baptism, i.e. the use of water, and water is symbolic, again, as in my last video, water is symbolic of purification, of a sea of love, if you like, a river of life, a river of light. So, you know, we're baptised into whatever church it is. I don't believe it matters. It is symbolic, and it's sort of go and sin no more. But of course we do, and we cloud our souls with the sins that we commit. I'm going to leave you. This is a very short video this morning, and I do want to do the one about Bohemian Grove and all the rest of it, but I thought Thanksgiving, let everybody get over that before we get into anything that's a little bit contentious, and let me get my mind around what's happening in regard to the care home. So let me leave you with this thought today and ask that you give it some consideration and comments after giving it some consideration, because it does interest me and it should interest you. There's a saying that the unexamined life is not worth living. The unexamined life is not worth living. There's another saying that ignorance is bliss. So which is it? The unexamined life is not worth living, or ignorance is bliss? I personally believe that until we find and are in touch with the essence of our real self, our true self, not the ego, the essence, the God spark, that which is not human, that which is spirit, that which is soul. I believe that until we are in touch with that, can embrace that, are embraced by that, I don't believe any of us will be truly happy. So please give those two phrases a little bit of thought. The unexamined life is not worth living, or ignorance is bliss. One of the two, isn't it? Back later, everybody. I hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving, by the way, to everyone who celebrates it. Speak to you later. God bless. Bye-bye.